Hello. Guys, please confirm if I am audible, if you are able to hear me properly. Please confirm in the live chat if I'm audible. All right. Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all at OLYMP Trade's today's webinar. Let us wait for a couple of minutes to wait for the rest of the traders to join. Hi, Carlos. Good evening. I can see that some people are joining the webinars regularly, and that is very good. I really appreciate. So slowly, the traders are now joining. Welcome everyone. In today's webinar, we will discuss about the Friday strategy. Hi Rahul. Good evening. How are you? Good evening, Bhimji. Let us wait for a couple more minutes. Then we will start with today's topic of discussion, which is the Friday strategy, which is one of my favorite strategies. I have been using Friday strategy since very long, and we will be using some other indicators as well along with the Friday strategy. Guys, whomsoever has already tried the Friday strategy, please mention in the live chat like how do you like the results of the strategy, how convenient it is to use the strategy, and how frequently do you find entries using this strategy. I think it is one of the easiest strategies which is available on the platform. Right now I have entered into 10 trades, fixed time trades, and they are not giving profits right now. But we will try to make the situation profitable. Sujant Max, first of all, welcome and good evening. Yes, I have, like OLYMP Trade is my full-time source of income. Like the traders who are regularly joining the webinars, joining the one-on-one consultations with me can tell you that how I am increasing my capital day by day, earning profits consistently. And in the previous webinar, all the traders who joined the webinar, they also earned profits with me. Good evening, Girish. Name of the theme. I don't remember actually what is the name of the theme. Yeah, fresh berries. The name of the theme is fresh berries. You can find it in the theme section. Yeah, Kevin, today we will be talking about strategy only. Today we will be talking about the Friday strategy, one of my favorite strategies, and along with it, we will learn which indicators we can apply to increase the accuracy. Okay. All right. So let's start talking about the strategy. You can apply the Friday from the strategy section. Here you will find Friday. Once you click on Friday, three EMAs will be added on the chart. Okay. This strategy aims at detecting short-term volatility and is based on exponential moving average set to periods 5, 13, and 55. It's worth noticing that these indicator periods follow a Fibonacci sequence as well. when the EMA crosses the other EMAs, EMA 5 actually crosses the other EMAs, it is considered as an indication to open a trade. Later on, you can also watch the video to get an understanding of how the strategy works. Let me, yeah. Now the moving averages might be visible to you. And also let me change the theme here because we are not able to see the moving averages. Okay. Yeah, now it's fine. So three moving averages we have 5, 30 and 55, and we are supposed to make the trade whenever the EMA 5, which is the purple line here, this line, this EMA, purple EMA, whenever this EMA is intersecting any one of the two other EMAs, then we can enter into a trade. For example, right now we have an upside entry in basic dollar index. So I will start with the basic amount. Okay, sometimes the EMA 55, it also acts like a resistance, which we can see right now. It is acting like a resistance. The price is not able to go above the EMA 55. So if the EMA 55 is breached, if the candle closes above the EMA 55, then I will make an upside trade. Let us wait for this candle to close. Lavish, if you are having an expert or advanced status on the platform, then you can have the one-on-one consultations with the expert by contacting the support department. See, the EMA 55, it is acting like a resistance for the price here. So that is what I was talking about. So you have to be patient. Also guys, towards the end of this meeting, I will be sharing some Forex entries with you. Okay. Some Forex entries for long consistent profits. Now let us one by one start making the trades. So we are starting with the capital 82,738 and we will be aiming profit around 83,000 and I will be starting with the base amount of $50. Yeah, Lavish, you can contact the support department and they will guide you on how to have the session, one-on-one session with me. Let us also apply the parabolic indicator here. Okay. Now, whenever the intersection is happening along with the parabolic shift, at that point we will make the trade. So we don't have an entry right now in the gold asset. See, here we can make a downside trade because both the EMA 13 and EMA 5, they have intersected the EMA 55. So it is a clear indication for a downside trade. See, as soon as we are, getting the intersection, at that point we are supposed to make the trade. So we are starting with $50. Downside trade for 2 minutes. Let us wait for this trade to close. Sure, Rahul, I will be telling you about the Forex entry towards the end of this webinar. I think we have a downside trade in Asia Composite Index as well. Also, this is a Marubozu candle here. Marubozu candle. The traders who understand price action well and understand the Japanese candlesticks well, will know that this is a Marubozu parabolic also shifted, intersection is also there. So now we can make a downside trade for 1 minute or 2 minutes. So two trades we have entered into right now, and both of those two trades are going in our favor. Let's wait for these two trades to close. Then we will decide whether in the next trade we have to use the martingale or not. Fox Night Gaming, today Euro stock will go down. What makes you think that? I mean, what analysis have you done, and how have you reached to that conclusion that it is going to go down? Okay, so this was a standoff trade, and the Europe composite trade we lost $50 here. So now I will increase the amount. This is how we will use the martingale, and I will again try in the Asia composite index because the entry point is still relevant. Parabolic has shifted, intersection is there, Marubozu confirmation candle is there. So this entry point is still relevant for a downside trade. Eight PM Euro USD. Okay, is there any data which is supposed to be published on the economic calendar on the basis of which you are jumping onto this analysis? So guys, it is the second step of martingale, $100. Let us wait for this trade to close, then we will decide whether we want to continue with the martingale or whether we will return to the original amount. So we have won this trade. The loss, no, it was again a standoff trade. So this might happen that at the very last second you lose the trade. Now, since we are making the trades in very short duration, so such incidents might happen that where you either lose the trade in the very last second, you win the trade in the very last second, or it can also go as a standoff trade. Okay, so let us understand the price action here now. The price was trying to go down, but this one is a doji candle. This candle got a rejection from below, and it is not actually, able to go down. The sellers are not having much strength here that they take the price in the downward direction. So I have entered into a trade in the upward direction. This was supposed to be for $100 to make the recovery of this lost trade. Let us wait for this trade to close, or maybe I can enter into 15-second trade. Now use a risk-free trade as well. Guys, you can also use the short quick trading for such opportunities. Okay, sometimes it might be possible that even after following everything, you are not able to win trades. So it is very much natural. I mean, even if you are losing consecutive trades, do not get demotivated. You should take a break, try to switch the time frame. So right now we have lost two trades, so a total loss of $100. Now I will enter into $150 or $200 using the martingale. Let us now change the asset. You have to be very careful while using the martingale technique, because as we progress on the martingale steps, the amount it increases, and with the amount the risk also increases. So you have to be very responsible, very careful. You have to have good conviction regarding your trade entry. Okay, we have an entry in GBP USD. The EMA 5 is intersecting the EMA 13 in the downward direction. Also, the parabolic has shifted in the upward direction of the candle. So $150 down trade in GBP USD. Mind it, guys, we have lost $100 till now, and this is the third step of the martingale, $150. No worry, Arnav, you can later on watch the recording of this webinar, or you can maybe join the next webinar next Friday, same time. Mhm. The market right now, it seems to be very volatile. We're not able to win even one single trade, so I will now again use the martingale, which is the first, second, third step. So parabolic shifted in the Mahajantar index. On the very initial parabolic shift, you can make the trade. Here I am expecting a short downward movement, so I've entered into a quick trade of 30 seconds in the downward direction in Mahajantar index. Okay, so we lost this trade also by a very small margin. As you can see that right now market doesn't you know seem to be favorable for trading conditions. We have lost many trades in a row, and I will again try another martingale amount. Let us switch the asset. Here the price action is suggesting that the price might go in the downward direction for a couple more minutes. So one downward trades in the Mooch index. So in the very last second again, guys, it did not go in our favor. I'll try once again. So such situations are very normal, very natural when you are trading on the short duration, that in the very last second the result of the trade might change. So these things are very normal. So now the overall situation turned out to be positive. 50, 50, 100, 250, 600. So we are now in profit, guys. Now let us again come back to the basic amount, base amount. This is how you can use the martingale to turn your loss into profits. Yeah, ideally, Jayvardhan, you should not make short-term trades. You should increase the time frame. You should diversify your trades. Sometimes you can, enter into short-term trades. Sometimes you should increase the chart time frame and increase the trade duration as well. Ideally, you can make the trade for 5 to 7 minutes on the chart time frame of 1 minute. Okay, guys, here also I think we have an entry. The EMA 5 and the EMA 13, both the EMAs has intersected the EMA 55 in the upward direction. GBP USD is down 10 minute. Let us look at the chart. GBP USD 5-minute chart is suggesting right. Yes, we can expect a downward movement here for 10 to 15 minutes. So the basic dollar index trade, it is in our favor. 1 minute is still left. We are winning the trade. Right now we are profitable by 56 USD. I'm very sorry about the inconvenience you have faced with your deposit, Jayvardhan. Please contact the support department. They will guide you on how to get a task raised for this concern. So if the basic dollar index is rising, then automatically the GBP USD should go down. So we won this trade. $100 is now in profit. Let us try to find more entries. I think the basic dollar index, we have one more entry in the upward direction. So I will again try another trade. This time I will use one of my risk-free trades. 1 minute upward direction in basic dollar index again. Now, if you have any confusion or any doubts regarding the Friday strategy, you might as well use the live chat to clear all your doubts. I will really appreciate your participation here. And also towards the end of this video, we will analyze one forex trade. Okay. And if you feel like, you can make the trade with me there. The Friday strategy is very simple. Whenever you see that there is an intersection of the moving averages, and here you can also use the parabolic. Whenever you see that there is an intersection of the moving averages and the parabolic dot is shifting, at that point you can make the trade for 2 to 3 minutes. In Europe Composite Index also we might enter into a downward trade for 2 to 3 minutes. Astro Index also is suggesting a trade in the upward direction because both the EMA 5 and 13 have intersected the EMA 55, and we can see a series of green candles here. Whereas if you find yourself in a situation when you are not able to win trades, at that point you should not lose your composure. You should stick to your strategy, stick to your money management, and try to use the martingale to make the recovery. Learning about candle is very important. Yes, you should understand how the psychology of the candlestick works. I think both of those things should go hand in hand. Like you should also learn about the indicators, and you should also know how the candlesticks work, right? How you can read the candlestick, how you can analyze the graph on the basis of Japanese candlesticks. So you should be having knowledge of both of the things. If you are willing to learn about candlesticks, I can suggest you a couple books, or also you can, book one-on-one session with the OLYMP TRADE expert if you are having the advanced or expert status on the platform. Right now the market is very volatile and we are not able to find suitable entries. Whenever you find yourself in such a situation, never lose your composure, stick to your strategy. In USD JPY, I think we might have an upside trade for 2 minutes. Let us see what is the profit situation now. Earlier we were $100 in profit. We lost this one. Okay, let us wait for these trades to close. Then we will see what is the profit loss situation, and we will use the martingale technique then. Guys, I hope the Friday strategy is clear. It is very simple to understand. The short duration EMA, short duration moving average, whenever it will intersect the longer duration moving average, at that point we can expect the price will go in that particular direction only for the next couple minutes, next few candles. So let us now discuss the forex entry that I was talking about. Guys, I want you to go through the chart of euro against the Australian dollar. See, on 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see just a minute. Yeah, so it is the Australian dollar against the US dollar, not the euro. Here on 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see that there is a relation polarity between the support and resistance. This zone here, earlier it was acting like a support, right? But when the support was broken, now the same level it is acting like a resistance. Also, it is appearing to be like a head and shoulder pattern. It is about to be a head and shoulder pattern. We can see that this is the left shoulder here, and this is the head of the pattern, and this now is starting to be the right shoulder. So we can expect the right shoulder to form here. Also, this level is a level of resistance here, very important level in AUD USD. Earlier I entered into a downward trade here and made some quick profit. So if you guys are willing to enter into a forex trade, go with the AUD USD. Okay, try not to use the 500 multiplier. We will use the 200 multiplier here. Okay, and we can enter into a downward trade. If you enter a stop loss of 50%, it will somewhere be adjusted here, but I suggest you not to use the stop loss here because it might take a while for the price to go in our favor. So we will wait here. Right, so one downward trade in AUD USD. It is already starting to come in our favor. Now let us make our situation profitable in fixed time trading. See, if you are losing 6 martingale, first of all, you should be making sure that you are not losing 6 consecutive trades in a row. But if you do, I suggest you take a break and then enter into the next trade. You should plan your martingale amounts according to your capital. Okay, so the situation now here is, let us recover this amount 160, 60, 220. I will make a few more trades to recover the lost amount. I will go with $300. Okay, here we can see that the price is going down on 1 hour. It is appearing to be a Maru Bozu candle in Europe Composite Index on the 1 hour time frame. So guys, you can also enter into a long duration trade in the Europe Composite Index. See, the price here was going up, but this is a doji candle here. Okay, also the next candle is a big volume red candle. So we can expect the price to go down in the next few candles on 1 hour time frame. Europe Composite Index. Ravan, if you are using the martingale, I suggest you take breaks in between. Okay, if you have lost 2 trades, then take a break before entering into the third one. Also, each and every trade, if you are using the martingale, should be with enough confirmation. I mean, you should be sure about your conviction that the price will go in your favor only. So after winning this trade, we will recover the lost $220 here, and the overall situation will then be profitable. Also, the AUD USD, it has already started to give us some profits here, and I would suggest you to hold on to this trade for a longer duration if you are looking forward to earn some profit, because this is a very important level in AUD USD. I am expecting the price to at least go to 0.6650, this level here, this level here. So that will be our target, and as soon as your trade start giving you profit, then you can also shift your stop loss accordingly. That is how you can eliminate the risk. Okay, so we have made our situation profitable here. Almost, no, it did not go in our favor. In the very last second we lost the trade. So I will again try, again in the downward direction, a quick trade. We were supposed to win this trade, guys, but sometimes in the very last second the trade might also go against you. So it is very natural. Okay, so we won the trade. Again, we have now earned almost a profit of, okay, we started with, I think, 80 to 600 something, and we have also invested here this trade. So now we have almost earned, yeah, so our target of 83,000, it has now been achieved. If I will close this trade, the target of 83,000 is now achieved. Okay, so guys, a downward trade in AUD USD, and for long duration, long term fixed time trade, if you are looking forward to an entry, then Europe Composite Index downward direction. If you have any questions, any doubts, anything you want to discuss, you can use the live chat. Any trading entry you want to discuss, please feel free to discuss in the live chat. Where we should be very patient while using the martingale formula. We should never take emotional decisions. You should always keep your emotions aside while trading. See, according to the data which is supposed to be released at 8 p.m., if the euro goes down, then we will be earning profit in this trade. The euro against Australian dollar, the reason for entering into a downward trade here, let us once look at the chart. We should always have a top down approach. Okay, let us look at first at the daily chart. Here we can see that there is a reversal in the trend. This was a resistance here at 1.62, and the next resistance was at this point. So if this level is broken, which it seems to be, then the price will again go to the 1.5 levels. On the daily chart we can analyze this, and on the 30-minute chart Also, we can see that the price is in a good downtrend. So the price is expected to go further down to 1.50 levels here. Indicator with 60% accuracy, parabolic I would say, will give you around 60 to 65% accuracy. As a beginner, Nikhil, I started trading almost 6 to 7 years back, and initially I was also facing losses. But then I read some books, got some insights on how to, use your psychology as your weapon in trading rather than getting beaten by your psychology every time. You can use it in your favor. Okay, be very strong emotionally. Do not let your emotions hinder your trading. And initially I faced losses, but eventually I read some books, and right now you can see that how much capital I'm having, and it is just a matter of time that you can also be a professional trader. Just know that the disciplines, the discipline, should be taken care of. You should be very disciplined while trading. Set a money management plan for yourself. Unfortunately, no, I do not understand Telugu, Ravan. Okay, if you're new to the trading, then I would suggest you then go through the help section on the platform, education section on the platform, and clear your basics. And after you have achieved the expert or advanced status on the platform, then you can also contact the support department to have a one-on-one session with the expert. If whomsoever has entered into the AUD USD in the downward direction, please mention in the live chat. Guys, if you have any questions, again, please feel free to ask in the live chat. I hope that the strategy is clear to everyone. And also we discussed about one forex entry in today's session, a downward trade in the Australian dollar against the US dollar. If you have further questions, you can have a one-on-one session with the expert if you're having the privileged status, the advanced or expert status on the platform. Alright guys, if you don't have any questions and if the strategy is clear, the entry is clear, then let us end today's webinar, and I will see you next week, next Friday, same time. We will discuss some more trading entries in forex, and we will come up with a new strategy in fixed time trading. So today's session we earned almost 300 USD, and we reached the target of 83,000 in my account. So next time we will set a new milestone, and thank you so much guys for joining. It was my pleasure conducting this webinar for you. I will see you now next Friday. If you have any questions, you can also write me, email me. My email is h.kapoor@olymptrade.com. How to use inversion Bollinger Band oscillator. Okay, why there is no single in VIP channel? You can follow the Telegram channel, and if you are having the expert or advanced status, you can enable the trading signals from the help section. About the inversion Bollinger Band, okay, let us try to use it once. Dhaval, are you aware about how the Bollinger Band works? As the name suggests, the inversion Bollinger indicator is based on the widely known Bollinger Bands. We all know how it works. Similar to Bollinger Band, the inversion Bollinger indicates when an asset's price is in the overbought or oversold state. And together with the oscillator, it helps to identify the trend reversal point. Okay, it will be consisting of I mean, two Bollinger Bands there with a standard deviation of 3 and turn on the intermediate levels +1 -2 sigma in the inversion Bollinger settings. As the Bollinger Band indicator, it helps identify trend properties. The inversion Bollinger works in a similar manner. Okay, so it is more accurate as compared to, I mean, it is, we can say, an upgrade on the Bollinger Bands. Alright guys, then I'll see you next Friday. We'll learn about some new strategy. We'll learn about some new forex entries as well. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you next Friday. All the best guys. Take care. Bye bye.